So where do you do your work?
Well, I work out of my, I have a home office, essentially, and I also travel. And
But you're in Portland area.
I'm in Portland.
Okay.
And since I started my practice in New York, I actually still have a big clientele in New York. So I go back to New York and do that. So basically anywhere where there's enough room for two people. Well, this would be enough space. We can do it here.
Okay, good.
And then I teach. And so the teaching so far has really been where there are groups of people that are interested in committing to the teaching. And the teaching is about applying shamanic skills and paradigm to life. So how do I live my life as a contemporary person shamanically? And in so doing, what happens is people become agents of change. And I am very interested in people being agents of change in the world, because not everything is exactly the way I would like it right now.
Right.
And one of the things about shamanism, because you're always asking for what's really going on, how do we go forward here, is that what I saw in shamanic cultures is that they made better quality decisions, in that they made decisions that actually solved the problem and didn't create 3 more.
Yeah.
Or they made a decision that was good for the next 7 generations. I mean, imagine Americans choosing not to do something so that something else could happen 30 years in the future, 2 generations. I mean, we're not equipped to do that today. Right. And so what the teaching that I do is about is trying to bring people back to that place where they think about their life that way, and their interconnectedness being so deep in the environment with each other that they recognize that no one's making independent choices on their own. Everything affects everybody all the time. So we have to grow up.
Yes.
We just have to grow up. And so the teaching is about helping people to grow up, and what does it mean to be a spiritual adult? In most shamanic cultures, people are initiated from childhood to adulthood. So it's very clear, these are your responsibilities as a kid. Now that you're an adult, these are your responsibilities. And nobody gets let off the hook.
Right.
Right. And in some cultures, if you don't step up to your adult responsibilities, you don't get to have babies.
Really?
Yeah.
What a grand idea.
Imagine that, right? Yeah. So
I vote for that one.
Me too. Yeah.
Why didn't we think of that?
Exactly. And and of course, this is often the case for people who live in environments that are delicate, where you need to keep the population down.
Right.
Anyway,
right.
My point is that most adults in shamanic cultures had a certain basic, what we would now call shamanic skill set. So to be a grown-up, you had to take responsibility for your relationship with spirit, even if you just conceived of it as your ancestors. It was your responsibility as adult to get help making good quality decisions for your family, for your children, for your profession, for your community. The shaman was the specialist for things that maybe affected the whole community, or an illness you couldn't deal with. In other words, just like mom can deal with colds and flus, every adult could deal with basic shamanic illnesses. So the grown-ups had a certain basic skill set, and it made them adults in their decision making, or made them capable of really being adults in their decision making. And when I saw that, I thought, oh man, we have got to get busy.
Yeah.
Because we're just sort of aging into adulthood in America without any skills.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and making the same kinds of decisions most of us made when we were about 16.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.